Testing strength is super important over time as an elite athlete. Without testing strength over periods of time, how can you know how you're progressing? How can you know what to add in your strength program, what you're weak at? So that's where we're off to right now, right after some weights. So much of what I'm doing right now is training in preparation for more training. Since I hurt my foot back in January, February, it's been a really rough go in terms of training consistently and training with good form. So a lot of what we're doing right now is just rotational and control exercises. No real weights, but just making sure that we're moving and all of the muscle groups are moving together rather than individually, brute forcing it, as my father would say. And we're really trying to get rid of that in this trip to Saskatoon. And there's nobody better in the business than my coach, Bruce. After every exercise, we look at what we're doing wrong, like right here, what we're doing right. And yeah, as a lot of people say, they know I'm Bruce's athlete just by the amount of weird exercises I'm doing, but they're so good. As I'm preparing to increase my volume and then intensity yet again, we just have to make sure that I'm landing properly on my feet and that I'm activating my glutes and my abductors and everything are just rotating properly. With the foot stuff, it really was difficult to do anything properly. I was running on the side of my foot, and right now we're just fixing all those imbalances training injured had created. All right, and here we're getting into some strength training. This is some periodic strength testing that I get into a few times a year, 2 to 4 times a year, depending how much I'm in Saskatoon. And you saw here, basically we just isolate the movements and we isolate which muscle that we want to use, and we compare it to the times we've done similar exercises before. Here we have Coach Bruce coming out of retirement, thinking of joining the track community, and he had a pretty eventful time there. And now we're using these blocks here, or these sticks, just so I'm not like gripping the bar when I'm pressing, so we can really get a proper measurement of the internal and external press of this straight leg press. And guys, when I mean I was destroyed after this, I was absolutely destroyed. And then we went right into the movements section of the strength testing. And basically there's this camera that measures just by video your imbalances, your hip placement, your shoulder placement, and just measures your whole range of motion. And surprisingly, I actually have a fantastic range of motion in my shoulders. Zach joked that I was a thrower. Zach is the guy in the green shirt behind, or he's at the computer right now. And yeah, maybe I should have been a javelin guy. And we have our results coming up, and it's looking promising considering that I've only been back for so long. They're actually one of the really positive thing is my hamstrings are very equal in strength, which is very good to hear. These are the hamstring exercises here, and that's one thing I really want to focus on this year. I was never a super fast guy, but I've never really worked on it to an extreme extent. Even in the last couple seasons, I barely touched on speed, and I could really tell my hamstrings are my big limiters, as with most sprinters, but for me especially, being like a heavier and taller guy, I need to work on my hamstrings. And by the time I'm right around here, I've done quite a few like maximum hamstring exercises. So here's like one of those Nordic, I guess, pulls, I think they're called. I could barely get down. Okay, I'm here with Zach. We just did a bunch of physical testing, and Zach's like the master of all this stuff. Used to be like a rower, right? Or
I wasn't a rower. I was a soccer player myself.
Oh, he's a soccer.
I've worked with rowing and soccer and all sorts of sports.
Okay. So what is the whole point of periodically, and what's the benefit of periodically testing athletes' strength over like set times?
Yeah, I think there's a couple aspects to it. One, you can monitor and measure fatigue levels using strength data. Secondly, I think from a coach's eye, we can see only so much. So using some technology to almost get under the hood and understand to a deeper degree makes a big difference.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And am I one of the most athletic athletes you've ever seen?
Oh, 100% by far away. No question. No question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate it. Thank you.
bet.
Hi, buddy. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Well, today was a good day. You heard it from Zach himself. It is very important to keep track of your strength progression because, as Bruce says, without progression, how do you know where you're going? How do you know where you're going if you don't know what you've done in the past? And the same thing goes for running too, right? Like it's when you run a future workout, say repeat 300s or repeat 400s or whatever it is, wouldn't you like to know your past workouts to see how you fared? It's good to know what you've done and what you're responding to and how good you're getting at those specific exercises. So overall, guys, very happy with today. I'm gonna go do a track workout now, so I'll see you guys next time.